So we're gonna change about all these changes in the past, in the last Devblog, and since it's too long and it's so much new stuff to PvP, we're gonna explain and talk about them one by one. Hello everyone, Darkat here with another last Oasis video. That in this video we're gonna talk about all the new changes in this Devblog that the Donkey Crew put it in the last patch in the Steam. That we're gonna, since it's too much changes and it's a little bit confusing, we're gonna talk about them one by one. But first we're gonna talk about the changes in this patch note. That first one is about the increasing the ability on the ceramic tools a little bit. That you can see I'm farming now cattle with the size that before I was testing with the size, so I was getting 950 cattle, but you can see it now. I almost broke my size here, but this time I'm gonna get more than 950. As you can see, I'm gonna get around 1130 cattle with only one size. So it's a little bit upgrades on the durability. It's not that much that you can realize. They also changed a new way of farming sulfur. You can see I'm farming sulfur in the cattle lake with shooting a scatter shot, that when you go on top of it you can see you can harvest it. And I think it's still better to harvest it with the peak that I also tested, of course. And they also buffed the ballista, because before it was around like 7 seconds, now around like 3 seconds. So it's a little bit buffed, because before it was very trash and not good. And they also removed the maintenance chest, different stuff. Like if you have 10 from something in maintenance, under 10, now it's removed from your maintenance. And they also fixed the excavator was bugged in event tiles. Now you can use them to farm clay, so that's pretty nice. They also say about the Balangs is going to be delayed till Monday, because this Balang, they are not gonna rush it since it's not ready. And it's the Balangs before updates was the main reason for people that be able to find a way to dupe stuff in Last Oasis. So Pogosen say that he need to make sure that no one gonna abuse this Balang new system to kinda dupe and stuff. So we're gonna see the Balang and packing system till Monday, but they give us some little information that you can pack your entire hangar base, and it's gonna be a little bit limited, depend on how many hangar walls and walls you have, not stations and chests. And the packing timer gonna be different. For the packing timer, it's different. When you are unpacking, it's gonna take a lot of time, since they say they don't want to have fob bases or people using this as a fob. So that's one change. And another change, they say if you are unpacking your base or packing, if someone hit it, try to grief you, he gonna pause your packing, he's not gonna cancel it. So it's not gonna take ages, or you lose your walker or your base gets zeroed because someone around is griefing your base and just hitting it over time. So your packing gonna be paused. So the next thing we're gonna talk about is they also say about the ancient city tiles gonna be the next event tiles in Last Oasis season 5. So they are working on ancient tiles a lot more than before. The PvE focused, of course. We're gonna see a lot more new stuff, but they didn't go through details. All of you know that soon we're gonna see event tiles, ancient cities with a lot more interesting stuff. Next thing we're gonna talk about this post is SOI, mean the new proxies, how they're gonna work and how much protection this new proxies, this SOI protection gonna give you. So let's talk about SOI. If you have a proxy on a PvP map, this proxy gonna gives you SOI protection. That mean any base around this proxy that is gonna be a limited amount of range, that they still don't know how much is that range, it's gonna give your bases offline raid protection. So it means when the entire clan are offline, your base gonna have raid protection. That is quite cool and interesting. And if enemy destroy your proxy, you're gonna lose that protection. So you need to be careful, they can raid your base after destroying your proxy. And for destroying the proxy, there is some new rules that it's not gonna work like before. The proxy not giving you resources, it's just for protection, that we're gonna talk about how we're gonna get resources then later. So if you want to raid someone proxy, you need to do that by declaring war against that clan in trade station. It's a quite cool feature in the game they're gonna implement, that you can go to trade station, declare war against, for example, Windens, you pay 5,000 floods and make an order. So if I'm as a Windens come there to trade station and put 6,000 floods, you're not gonna win that. So I'm gonna defend my proxy like that, or you can win the floods and start attacking my proxy. So it's quite cool and interesting. Cannot wait to see how it's gonna work. So the next interesting thing we're gonna talk about is a point of interest in the PvP tiles that's gonna be the King of the Hill event. So it's a new event in last Oasis that wants to force people to go live on PvP tiles. Since the past few updates it was only PvE changes and everyone was living on PvE tiles and PvP tiles was dead. So this feature gives you some flags or some point of interests on the map every 2 hours. So if you go there, you need to fight for it to win that. It's like win a flag or something. I still don't know about any details, but I think it's like some event. You go there, fight for that point of interest, win it and capture it. As soon as you capture each one of them, gonna gives you some bonuses that they say it's gonna be like extra harvesting rate on the map, extra XP gain on the map, extra crafting speed on the map, and a lot more that they didn't name it. And it's gonna also be a debuff for enemy, for example a debuff for water consumage on the enemy, a lot more interesting stuff. And the interesting part is here, and if you get all the King of the Hill and point of interest and win all of them, you're gonna have the 20% of the old proxy resources on those point of interests. So this King of the Hill event gonna work like old proxy, and it's gonna gives you resources and a lot of bonuses. So make sure you be the King of the Hill and win this event. Now the last thing we're gonna talk about is the opening schematics permanently. Now before, a lot of people was complaining how to open the better stuff, the better schematic, for example ceramic tools, because they're breaking too fast. We want to learn them permanently. So this feature gonna gives you the access to do it. So let's talk how you're gonna learn it permanently. So it's gonna be quiet, a lot of point of interest in your PvP tile, that each clan gonna get one of them for themselves, build their machine on the point of interest and start farming knowledge and crafting it. So each clan need to build around his point of interest to protect it from other, of course, anti-raiders, to make more knowledge. We're gonna have cycles of knowledge, how to craft them. So it's gonna be the first cycle 2 hours a time. In these 2 hours you're gonna have 1 knowledge per hour. If you take the knowledge, you're gonna reset the cycle. So there is a longer knowledge cycle, you can put it to 24 hours. So if you don't take any knowledge out of it for 24 hours, you're gonna get up to 50 knowledge. This is a lot that you may need to do it at 24 hours, so you get more knowledge. So after you get all your knowledge, you need to know that it's gonna be non-physical, like it's gonna be on your tech tree. So don't worry about that. And after you finish that, you're gonna take a copy of the schematic of the knowledge and go to an event tile and go to a point of interest in event tile that you can use that schematic to learn that item permanently. And here it's go, you need to know at the point here, your entire clan gonna learn this recipe permanently. So this is quite interesting. It's not gonna be for one guy, it's gonna be for your entire clan. So this was quite a lot of changes for PvP, gonna be soon in this update. I hope you guys all gives your feedbacks in Discord or in here in comments, it doesn't matter. We're gonna make a lot better PvP games in Last Oasis soon. I'm so excited to see these new changes in the new update. So let's hope it comes soon. Let's talk about your ideas about these new changes down below in the comments.